Imagine a beautiful big tree. Think how it began from a little seed. I think of the beech tree I climbed as a child, and little roots and a little shoot appears and you can pick it up and it seems so weak and frail. But there's a magic, a life force in that seed that is so strong that those little roots to reach the water can work through rocks and eventually push them aside. And that little shoot to reach the sunlight can work through cracks in a brick wall and eventually knock it down. If you think of the rocks and the walls as all the problems, environmental and social, that we've inflicted on the planet, it's hope. Hundreds and thousands of young people, roots and shoots around the world, can break through and make this a better place for us all. The most important message for roots and shoots is that every individual matters and every individual makes a difference every day.
Now, Roots and Shoots is a worldwide movement of thousands of passionate young people making big impact, and it's growing.
If we think about all those young people who've now been through the program, who are out there in the adult world with changed perceptions of what goes on around them. Hello, this is Jane Goodall, or Dr. Jane, as I'm generally known in the Roots and Shoots world. And I think at the beginning I must introduce Mr. H, who's been my travelling companion for years and years and years, and some of you will know him. He's still here, still with me. Anyway, I'm really, really delighted to be joining you for the Roots and Shoots 30th Anniversary Awards event today. We're going to celebrate the wonderful contributions that have been made. We really are creating a better world for people, animals, and our planet all around the world. It's very exciting for me. I've been talking for so long about giving awards to the people who've really, really, really helped Roots and Shoots right from the beginning. I feel a real sense of gratitude to all of you who are there now, who've helped from the very start. Long before Roots and Shoots began, I visited a school in Tulsa, and I met a man called Tim O'Halloran. I said, Tim, why do you think your clubs persist? And he said, oh, well, it's because we have fun. We have to have fun. If a program doesn't give kids fun, it won't last. It's not just work, it's not just learning, it's having fun together. When I was meeting all these young people in the very late 80s who seemed to have lost hope, this little seed planted by Tim went round and round in my head and actually led to the development of Roots and Shoots. Hello. Well, what an amazing, wonderful event this has been. It's been especially inspiring for me. When I think about all that Roots and Shoots is doing around the world today, and then how it all began 30 years ago with just 12 high school students. Wow. And now we're in over 60 countries and growing all the time. Goodness, we've touched the lives of so many young people all around the world. You know, it's you young people who give me so much hope for the future, because once you know the problems and you're empowered to take action, gosh, you're making positive change everywhere. There's nothing a Roots and Shoots group won't tackle. Your hard work and enthusiasm and kindness is truly making a difference for people, animals, and Mother Nature around the globe. I get hundreds of messages from people like you telling me how Roots and Shoots has changed their lives and gives them hope. In fact, Roots and Shoots has been, as I hoped when we launched it back in 1991 in Tanzania, an antidote to those feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, despair, anger, apathy that so many young people feel when they understand how we're harming the planet and your future. When we roll up our sleeves and tackle something we care about with our group, we see that we're making a difference. That makes us feel good, and we want to do more. So today, we're celebrating all that you have accomplished. There'll be many watching who've also been involved in making the world a better place, and I thank all of you as well. Just carry on and don't give up.
नहीं यहाँ नहीं नहीं आगे आगे यहाँ कुछ है नहीं
हम बहुत बड़ी आसानी से सामान पैदावार ले लेते हैं। हाँ उतना होता है, अगर हम मेहनत इसमें ज़्यादा कर लेते हैं जो हम आज उसको हम जितना ज़्यादा यूज करें। सरसों ली गई, सरसों कटी तो उसके बाद इसमें उड़द आ गया। क्रॉप रोटेशन नहीं, मिक्स क्रॉपिंग जी। अच्छा, मिक्स क्रॉपिंग करते हैं जी। जैसे हमारा ये आपका दलहन है, यूरिया फिक्सेड काम करता है, तो तिलहन है वो किसी दूसरे जो है तत्व को के जीवाणुओं को डेवलप करता है। तो ऐसे हर फसल जो है एक दूसरे का सहयोग करती है। जैसे हमारा गांव है तो बढ़ई है, लोहार है, पंडित है, मतलब हर आदमी ही चला सकता है। तो वैसे मिक्स क्रॉपिंग में एक दूसरे का वो सहयोग करती है। कोई दूसरा तत्व छोड़ रहा, कोई तीसरा छोड़ रहा, मतलब तत्वों को पचा के पौधों को देने के लिए दवाओं की जरूरत है। हमने रासायनिक खेती में उनको मार दिया, उनको दोबारा डेवलप करने के बाद
On 2nd February 2022, we the students of Roots and Shoots of JB Academy went to Guptar Ghat cantonment area for rejoicing the Day of Birds. World Wetland Day aims to raise global awareness about vital role of wetlands for people and planet. To know more about this day, World Wetland Day, celebrated on 2nd February every year, aims to highlight the importance of action to conserve and sustain wetlands. Also, it marks the anniversary of adoption of the Convention on Wetlands in Ramsar, Iran. Be it birds or amphibians, they are all included in various wetland creatures in the world, and there are about 20 species of reptiles, small tortoises, marsh terrapins, mole snakes and brown snakes. Birds, the warm-blooded vertebrates, which are a significant part of our ecosystem, play an important role in controlling pests and maintaining island ecology. In addition, birds are important to humans in many ways, such as serving as a source of food and providing fertilizer in the agricultural settings. Not only they help in the process of pollination, but also carry out the necessary transmission in the environment. A program was organized near the Surrey River, which helped in spreading the information about birds, encouraging we the human beings to take care of them and enthusiastically participate in their protection and conservation. Over there, I, along with my friends Mrigendra and Anika Didi, recited a few poems and talked about the importance and conservation. Students of underdeveloping schools also joined us and came forward for rejoicing their knowledge and concern with us. A special support was given by the Forest Department, who enlightened us with the local birds which can be witnessed at Guptar Ghat, like Surkhab, Sikpar and Karakul. The trip contributed in making an eminent presence of birds in everyone's mind, and JBNs participated wholeheartedly under the guidance of Uzma ma'am and Sabia ma'am. We the students were all glad to spread awareness about birds. I hope now everyone here won't feel hesitant for the protection of wetland creatures. Because we the human beings may or may not remember each other at some point, but animals do it very well. So we should always remember that we should do good deeds for intention, not for attention.
Exploring biodiversity in the Jane Goodall Biodiversity Park. As a project is biodiversity, which refers to all the variety of life that can be found on Earth. So, in order to explore more about the diverse nature, we went to visit the Jane Goodall Biodiversity Park in our school. As we entered the garden, we were welcomed by the view of many colorful flowers. We inquired the gardener about their names and got to know a few: Dahlia, Poppy, Calendula and Lupin. Other plants present were some perennial plants and biennial like mulberry, ashoka, amalthas, neem, etc. Moving ahead, we could see a compost and a vermicompost pit made from dried leaves and flooded with fallen flowers, including organic waste. We got to know that the manure produced from the compost was added to the soil of the flowers present in the garden to enrich the nutrients content of the soil, hence promoting a healthy growth.
We could see a spiral herb garden giving a perfect example of permaculture. Upon visiting the small kitchen garden present in the park, we got to know about some vegetables that were present. For instance, spinach, carrots, coriander. We also noted in our observation that the presence of dirt piles suggesting the survival of earthworms. We could notice the lichen and the moss on the fallen tree trunk. We were informed by the gardener that butterflies, honeybees and the dragonflies frequently visited the park. There was a pit which was the place of recharging the groundwater through the water harvesting. We could notice slimy algae present on the water filled inside the pit.
Our school is also sharing its boundary with the municipality sewage line, which sometimes overflows with rainwater, thus causing damage to our garden, obstructing the enchanting growth of surroundings.
Earth Day is celebrated on 22nd April to spread awareness about the conservation of Mother Earth. Under this, we took many activities like waste segregation, maintaining of kitchen garden, keeping water and food for birds, using the RO purifier water to water the plants, plantation drives and making houses for birds.
World Environment Day is observed by around 143 countries across the globe on 5th June every year. Our environment is one of the most important aspects to survive on this planet. Under the influence of this, we have taken the initiative to conserve the electricity by using less electrical appliances and turning off the fans for the day.
Tiger Day is celebrated on 29th July to spread awareness about the conservation of tigers. Under this, students made posters which were shared online. One Padlet was also created for the activity of Speaking Tiger, in which students shared their views on challenges in tigers' life by assuming themselves as tigers.
As we know that bees are vital for the preservation of ecological balance and biodiversity in nature. They provide one of the most recognizable ecosystem services, that is pollination, which is what makes food production possible. By doing so, they protect and maintain ecosystem as well as animal species and contribute to genetic and biotic diversity. On the occasion of Bee Day, a documentary was presented to generate the importance of bee in our lives. The purpose to celebrate the day of September 21 is to create a sense of awareness in the people about the importance of peace. Similarly, in the objective, a Peace Day competition for making posters and slogans took place in our school.
Climate Action Day is celebrated on the first Wednesday in October. Under this, students made posters for spreading awareness. No Waste November is celebrated on 15th November, under which students made eco-bricks, and the students of class 7D used these eco-bricks to make benches and tables. Soil Day is celebrated on 5th December, under which students took a plantation drive for prevention of soil erosion.
These were the main highlights of our activities of the year. We are aiming to do much more things for our environment in this upcoming year.